I think as human beings, everybody has a natural gift and a natural passion, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
At peace with myself, longing for more stability for myself, for the world for me, and the world not a silence man or a character in some violent plan to silence me. And if I don't obey, resort to violence as you're not satisfied enough with me at bay, astray. So I puff cigs and ash them in the ashtray for these days as I pray and try to think for a way out. At bay though, for me inside the box, not with the rest of the world, seems more safe. For the world that they made, I was at war with them and myself in the deep hole, how they made me jade. Sometimes unsure as I look back at what in a way seemed like better days, but my wise mind knows better that then I wasn't as awake. The sleep and ignorance to the charade, a monkey in the circus on parade, a walk-on part in the war and lead role in the cage. So long to break out like pulling an ace out the hole in the blackness of dark times under the cards that kings flop. Is a chess queen and tyrannical kings rule, sacrifice pawns and everywhere you go and move, vultures and thieves there that try to bruise you and then eat the lamb they chopped. The shattered clown didn't rush now, but wise to the inevitable that even in not being fooled may fail class at a devil's school. I found peace that comes like 4 sheets to the wind. These paper cuts like money for evil, just to drive you crazy. The peace that comes under the control of those is me locked in a cage. Can't take my mind, I can't let you drive daisy. There's a war going on, but I know deep inside I came with love and didn't want to fight. The playground, monkey bars, do you climb and risk the fall? What is the top and the bottom but head of a class in detention, detained for contention with the epiphany that this may be evil's residence? When man free in a sense, untempered by laws, but each agenda a narrative to support their own sport. So I rest on swings, pushed like a baby, trying to find peace through the cries no one wants to hear. For it not being able to get out of my own way and to be Jesse's girl in Jesse's body, the Ventura pet detective with a license to free all us animals from the cage. And gaslight's never quite bright enough, for I know the real crime is in what made our fate, is the control that quarantined us like animals in the first place, to force the hell to be raised when we really become animals that prob then in a sense, maybe some could argue need to be caged. What sense of free exists in a war you cannot wage? For then no better than the enemy you long to race, but don't, just to survive though is almost the same as to die. But they cannot let you live and feel compelled and justified, like your life is their right to give or take, like you have no rights. But the peace I find comes from every day I died, trying to live with a heart of love, not their hate that does exist. I found peace that comes like 4 sheets to the wind. These paper cuts like money for evil, just to drive you crazy. The peace that comes under the control of those is me locked in a cage. You can take my mind, I can't let you drive daisy. There's a war going on, but I know deep inside I can't